welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
A look there inside of MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Quincy Williams in there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything. There is a flag back by the kicker. It may very well give him new life.
Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
2nd and 10. Once again, it's Warren. He'll push forward for about a yard. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And that's a thing of beauty. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. That one good for 29.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed, great run.
On the move left. And he'll hit the deck here. Remember, that mark comes at the start of the slide. Only a gain of about a yard.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
On second down, a run with Hall. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air, and the Jets have a first down.
That's good for another Jets. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A run with Davis. The ball comes out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. On the option, here's Hall. And the defense there to meet up. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Pushed out to his left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down.
That's good for another.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. He'll go again with Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Now, Fields. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's another Jets first down. First down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Hall trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Reynolds is the motion man here. One more time, they give it to Hall.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
They were stopped on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Steelers nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 35 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
This one complete to Hayward. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. That's a Steeler first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he's in. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Steelers. But
you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it, and the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Juan Thornhill, the safety, hurtling in there to record the sack. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long as we are ready to get back underway. It's the tight end, Mason Taylor. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
A fair catch will be taken here with that flag
Personal
down
foul.
by the
Roughing the
punter,
kicker.
and
Defense.
this might keep the drive alive.
Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Fields to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
We'll try the right side with Hall. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
3rd down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. He'll get about 2. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Fields now on 2nd down. He keeps it himself. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
19 yards. That's good for a Jets first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have it.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one taken in. Alan Lazard. Touchdown, New York.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Steelers 7.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get forward for a couple. Will McDonald,
He's
third
taken
tackle.
down at the 33-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
38-yard line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
This one grabbed by Austin. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Steelers.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball these opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Rodgers going up top again. They'll try to set up the screen here. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line. Enough to get the first down and keep it going.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he's in! Jalen Warren, touchdown Pittsburgh.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Gibson now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease. Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. Play action now for Fields. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. The all-pro Cameron Hayward. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
So, on fourth down, Austin McNamara is going to come in here to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He dropped this down to Warren. The Jets have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Rodgers now. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good, and the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Gibson now on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Jets offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
All about teamwork. All about teamwork.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. That's caught. Down the field is Reynolds. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
Brings up 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Jets will cut the lead down to 4.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Chris Boswell.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They go play action with Fields. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's a loss of 10.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play action, here's Fields. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line. And if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw is Fields. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. Austin brought in motion. On play action, Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. That's a Steeler 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down, 1st and goal.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed.
It is brought in the end zone. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. That his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead.
Steelers 28, Jets 17.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Forced out wide. Taking off. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Patrick Queen, the linebacker, they're on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Another run here with Hall. Yeah, and he's going to be close to the first down. Welcome just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On 3rd down, it's Allen.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4-down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down. But even if he didn't, I think that 3rd down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4th.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Fields. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Jets have a 1st down.
Another Jets.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The former All-Pro Jalen Ramsey coming off the corner blitz to bring him down.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get them here again.
Fields now on second down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Fields from the gun on third down. He's got it at about the 8. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets are able to get it back within a score. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. Miller now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. The master of play action, Rodgers. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And a Steeler first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A run up the middle with Warren. He'll take this down to the 23. Isaiah Oliver brings him down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Steeler first down.
Pittsburgh.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Play action now with Rodgers. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Panay Wanwu now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Jets offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Pistol snap back to Fields. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's going to keep it himself.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's going to be third. They need one. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll be forced out right.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd down and 9. Here's Fields. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. They'll run the draw with Warren. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. A give, and here's Johnson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Again, it's Rodgers. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays
Play
are reviewed,
review.
so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Steelers are going to extend their lead.
Steelers 42, Jets 20. Chris
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They put Wilson in motion. On 1st and 10, Fields. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack and that ball ends up going the other direction. Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Fields. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Fields to throw for it. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. From the gun, runs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
To throw is Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down, Steelers.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught at 2. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead, so really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's Warren. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and That's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers are able to extend the lead.
Jets play.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jets offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They will run it over center with Hall. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now, Fields. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Jets 1st down.
That's good for a Jets.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
42-yard line.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Fields pass. Complete to Garrett Wilson. A 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Fields. This one taken in by Reynolds. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
4 yards. That's another Jets.
So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one, as they cruise to an easy road victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.